So what is the difference between adaptogens, botanicals, and nootropics? We're going to talk all about it in today's video. I'm not going to lie, when I was thinking about this video idea, I was going to say, oh, someone asked me, because I feel like I hear that a lot, but I have to be honest, nobody asked me this question. A lot of my YouTube content ideas are things that I've personally researched myself and I've looked up and questions I've wondered, but I figure if I'm wondering, I'm actually making some tea, which I'm going to talk about this in this video today, but let's talk about the difference between adaptogens, nootropics, botanicals, how to find out what's the right one for you, and I think it's a really interesting topic. Now keep in mind that these things are to be used as tools, they are to be respected, and I think that if you are taking anything consistently for a long period of time, you can build a tolerance up to it, so just keep all of that in mind. Let's talk about adaptogens first, because adaptogens are really wonderful for stress and anxiety. They help the body build resilience to stress, and they also can help keep you from getting stressed or overly stressed and overworked, and you know that feeling where you're like overstimulated and all of that. This is where adaptogens really come into play, and a really popular adaptogen that a lot of people have been discovering and taking is ashwagandha. Ashwagandha has become really popular now, and for good reason. It's really fantastic to help build the body's resilience to stress, and it's also really great, at least for me personally, relaxing in the evening before I go to bed. I'm actually about to enjoy a cup of this tea here, and I've done a video about this. I'll see if I can link it here, but this is the Spring Dragon Longevity Tea, and this is a double adaptogenic tea. Let's talk about what that means and what this tea can do for you. As always, nothing is ever sponsored. I'm just talking about this stuff in my video because I personally enjoy it. Bought this with my own money from natural grocers. So this tea says that it is crafted to enhance your healthy aging, adaptability, and thrivability. It helps to build stress resilience. It's invigorating and calming at the same time, which I think is really cool about adaptogens because they can be invigorating. They can help your focus and fatigue, but at the same time, they are very stress relieving, stress reducing, and you can feel that calmness as you consume them. And then this adaptogenic tea contains 6 different herbs in it, and I guess I'll show you here what they look like. These are the herbs that are inside of this tea, carefully crafted. I'm obsessed with this. It's really fantastic. And so maybe you've realized now that herbs can be adaptogens, and that is very true. So if you're someone who is really stressed and anxious, you might want to look into adaptogens. Another great one is maca. Maca is great for hormonal support, but it's also really good again for building that body's resilience to stress and helps support healthy energy and stamina levels. Let's go into nootropics. So when I hear nootropics, I think of brain power, brain health. This is going to help with things like cognitive function, focus, mental clarity, and relieving brain fog. Something new I'm trying out is this acetylcholine brain food. This is supposed to be good for your mental clarity. It says that take 3 capsules around midday to focus better and think faster, or whenever you have brain fog. And this has things like acetyl L-carnitine, vitamin B1, white peony root extract, and this choline stuff that is really good for your brain health. And actually, I've been taking this CDP choline for a long time now. I take it to help with strabismus or lazy eye. I have 2 lazy eyes, and choline I have found has really helped my eye health. And some of these nootropics are going to do that. They're going to work well for your brain, but also for your eye health too, which I think is really important for a lot of people. And especially as we are aging and we want to improve our memory and our focus, these are things that you can look into. And especially if you're dealing with brain fog, there's some really great ones out there to help improve at your cognitive ability and your cognitive function. So if you are dealing with any of those things I mentioned, you might want to look into nootropics and give it a try. Last but not least is botanicals, because we are botanical queens, and botanicals are found all around in nature, and they are things for holistic body health and wellness. And holistic in the means of natural, but also holistic as in the whole body health and wellness. A lot of these things are really great for your overall mind, strength, endurance, but can also help things like having upset stomach, having certain chronic illnesses that might affect all parts of the body, lower back discomfort, sexual health, and so much more. And that's why I talk about kratom a lot on here, because kratom does fall under the botanical umbrella, but I do talk about a lot of other herbs and botanicals too. So I think that adaptogens, nootropics, and botanicals are so wonderful and amazing, and they support our body really well, but you have to be careful with what you pick and choose, because certain ones you shouldn't combine, other ones you don't want to combine with certain medications, and some of them might just be too strong for you, or they might not be strong enough and you might not feel anything. That's why it's important to experiment, but before you experiment, do your research, see what you could find. And as always, if you have any questions, I would check with a healthcare provider, someone who specializes in this kind of care, because I think a lot of normal doctors don't know a lot about this stuff. Holistic health practitioners out there, they're oftentimes not covered by insurance, so I don't personally see one. But these are just some ideas. Hopefully this is a great starter guide to get you moving in the right direction. And then once you kind of decide which ones are right for you, you can go ahead, give it a try, and make sure you keep a journal or something so you can note how you're feeling, if you're improving in your overall health or if it's getting worse, the side effects you're experiencing, the positive side effects you're experiencing. I don't know, I just think that this stuff is really interesting to research and study myself. And let me know in the comments, what adaptogens, nootropics, and botanicals have you tried and what are your favorites? Thanks for joining me for this video today. Remember, we are all botanical queens, and I'll see you soon in the next video.